When looking at the transformation of American film culture during the 1970s and 1980s, one cannot ignore the bold presence and lasting influence of Vanessa del Rio. Although she built her career outside the traditional Hollywood system, her impact on representation, identity, and the visibility of Latina performers remains historically significant. As a movie expert, I see her as a figure who challenged boundaries at a time when very few dared to do so. Born Ana María Sánchez in Harlem in 1952 to Afro-Cuban and Puerto Rican parents, Vanessa grew up in a richly diverse environment that shaped her sense of identity and performance. Her early life was far from glamorous. She worked as a secretary, a switchboard operator, and a dancer, ordinary jobs that grounded her before fame arrived. Yet even then, she displayed a confident, expressive personality that foreshadowed her eventual rise in the entertainment world. It was clear she was someone unafraid of being seen. Vanessa entered the adult film industry in the early 1970s during the period known as the Golden Age of adult cinema. This was an era when adult films were produced with storylines, theatrical styles, and sometimes even mainstream attention. What made Vanessa exceptional was not merely her participation in the industry, but how she redefined what presence looked like. She was expressive, fearless, humorous, and deeply charismatic. Audiences didn't simply watch her, they remembered her. Her fame took on cultural meaning because she was one of the first Latina performers to gain widespread visibility in any branch of entertainment. Mainstream Hollywood at the time offered almost no serious roles for Latina actresses, and those who did break through often faced heavy stereotyping. Vanessa, in contrast, carved her own path. She rejected the idea that her heritage should limit her opportunities, and her prominence offered representation to communities rarely seen on screen. Beyond her on-camera work, Vanessa became a symbol in art, music, photography, and underground culture. Her image appeared in magazines, pop art, street photography, and later served as inspiration for fashion designers and musicians. She became more than a performer, she became an icon of self-ownership and unapologetic identity. Vanessa retired from performing in the mid-1980s as political pressure and shifting social attitudes placed increasing constraints on the industry. What stands out to me is how she chose to preserve control over her story rather than retreating from it. She later appeared in documentaries, attended conventions, and published her memoir, Vanessa del Rio, 50 Years of Slightly Slutty Behavior, framing her life with honesty, humor, and self-awareness. Today, Vanessa del Rio is recognized not just as an adult film star, but as a cultural icon, one who challenged stereotypes, opened doors for Latina performers, and solidified her place in the larger narrative of film history.